bring a friend along, yeah. Now, I got paper and I ain't gon' chase you, baby. I'm gon' take you down. Now, come on, shake it, baby. Turn that around. I'm like,
oh my Lord, the light is going down and the week is here. Save my soul. I can feel it coming, troubles in the air. Oh my Lord, the light is going down and the week is here. Save my soul. Who's on with me now? Who's on with me now? Coming, troubles in the air. Oh my Lord, the light is going down and the week is here. Save my soul. Who's on with me now? Who's on with me now? Take it up another notch and make it drop it and never take it down. Take it down.
Hard to admit that I used to draw portraiture in a human form, doodle of a two-headed unicorn. It was soothing, moving his arm in a fusion of man-made tools and amused from beyond. Even if it went beautifully wrong, it was tangible truth for you.
Everybody, I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. We've got a good one on tap today, and there's going to be two quarterbacks ready to get it done on the gridiron. It's the Bills going up against the Seahawks. With that, let's get out to Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. On the call, here are Brandon Guyton and Charles Davis.
We're about 40 miles south of Candlestick Point as we welcome you inside Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Straight ahead, we've got a good... And look at this. Right away, a loose football. And they'll have the ball set up in the red zone at the 16-yard line between the Buffalo Bills and the Seattle Seahawks. And how about that for some fireworks to start this one?
And the fireworks turned out to be for the kicking team, didn't they?
Yeah.
I mean, go down there, make a play, knock it free, and end up with the football. And for the team who's supposed to have the ball, now their defense has to run out on the field, see if they can slow things down a bit.
A quick scramble for the helmets, and now we switch sides. Here's the first carry for LaShawn McCoy. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. LaShawn McCoy, 15 yards. And the Bills have taken the early lead. And they're in on the first play from scrimmage. Our crew and you and I, we better strap in here.
That's what's commonly known as quick strike. Points on the board. This could be a fun game.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. It's a very short kick, taken right at the 20. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Now the fourth-year man from Texas A&M, Christine Michaels. And he's brought down after a good gain. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Sometimes those lines that are drawn on a grease board or in a playbook, they come to life out on the field, don't they? And we just saw down that outside handoff to the right.
That right tackle, he gets excited for that call, doesn't he?
He does, because he just wants to dominate his guy and say, listen, I was the point of attack. I took care of business. That's why you're able to get downfield and add all those yards to your total.
Yeah, really nice gain there. Jimmy Graham, the intended receiver. That'll bring up second down. And this offense often hinges on one of the best tight ends in the league, and that's Jimmy Graham.
I think he made up for lost time when he got to the NFL because in college, he was mainly a basketball player, a defender who couldn't score. Now he's flipped it around in the NFL. Every time he touches the ball, he's a threat to score.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. And he's got room. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
From the red zone now, here's Wilson on 1st down. Complete out right to Curse. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Now that was well defended, and as a cornerback, what you're taught when you see a wide receiver screen, either you get underneath the play before the blocking forms, or you're going to have to fight your way through it by getting through some blocking. That was a really nice play there.
On the carry, Michael. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Corey Graham brings him down. And we take a look at the Bills' defense.
Whenever we talk about Zach Brown, the first thing that comes to mind is speed. He can absolutely fly at the linebacker position.
On 3rd down, Wilson. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. The corner blitz gets there as he goes down for a loss of 7.
Oh, my goodness. Was that a defensive back that got to him with the pressure?
Oh, look at the former defensive back. You're all smiles up here.
I hope everybody can hear my smile on that play. It looked good when it left his foot, but he kind of sliced it a little bit, and he winds up missing it wide right.
As Buffalo comes back out on offense, I peeked down at the division standings. Patriots 3 full games up on them, so maybe that's a lost cause. But at 4-4, what's the identity of Buffalo right now?
I think they're still trying to figure it out, Brandon, because they started the season 0-2, made some changes in their offensive staff, ran off a 4-game streak, and remember, they were up in the second half at Miami and lost that game. And now they're on a 2-game losing streak. They've got to find a way to get some continuity so they can still continue to make a push at a wild card spot.
On the run, this is Michael. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Michael had his 5th visit to the end zone in Week 8. 40 yards on 10 carries, though, so not a whole lot of production for him.
Began the season hot. I mean, came out really blazing and looked like he'd be able to replace Thomas Rawls' production from last year. But in recent weeks, that number's continued to go down, and Seattle's throwing the ball more than ever.
It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd. Alongside my broadcast partner, Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin hits the Seahawks with a football to begin quarter number 2. They've got it 3rd and 10 here to start things out. And the offense now will try to regroup after the sack on second down. Here's Wilson to throw. Hard throw, incomplete. Tyler Lockett was the target there, and it's fourth down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So it's a rare two-miss ball game for him now. Normally one of the more dependable guys you're going to find around.
Very unlike him. One of the better kickers in the NFL. And I don't think there's anything wrong with him physically or mechanically. He's just having one of those games.
It certainly didn't help Buffalo that McCoy was out against New England with that hamstring injury.
So Mike Gillislee had to fill in, and he did it pretty capably. 12 carries, 85 yards, and a touchdown. But with New England setting the pace that they did on offense, it was hard for them to keep up and continue to run the football.
Again, it's McCoy. And an alley to run. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
That was a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
Here we go.
Now Taylor on first down. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. Charles Clay has tied in the intended target, and it's second down.
So much of this game is about leverage. We always talk about low man wins in the trenches. Well, it's like that in just about every position. And sometimes, if you lose that leverage and you're losing the battle, just jump up at the line of scrimmage and try and bat the ball away. And that's exactly what happened there.
Call it a gain of 5, and that'll lead here to a third down. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. Back to the booth right after this. 5 yards to gain here on third down. From the shotgun, it's Taylor. And got him, man. It's Woods. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. So he makes the grab and the chains move forward.
Nice job by the offensive line giving them time to complete that first down pass.
Now a first down carry here from McCoy. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
A 1-yard gain can look like a disaster, but it all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of 1-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, you might have to start thinking about throwing it a little bit more. But if it's just the occasional 1-yard run, hey, congratulations to the defense. They won that one. Come back and get them the next time.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. Out of the gun, it's Taylor. Man open right side, it's the tight end Clay. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. And now the passing game here in the second quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it. Now the confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it. We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence. Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
On second down, Taylor. This will be caught at about the 6. They'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Long drive. The defense just cannot seem to catch a break and get off the field. So now it's 1st and goal. They'll try and run it with McCoy. And he takes it in across the chalk for a Bills touchdown. LaShawn McCoy in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bills will extend their lead. And he atones for his miss the first time around as this one is up and good to extend their lead. Here's the Bills kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here come the Seahawks now set to take over on offense. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Here's Wilson finding time. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And incomplete on the deep ball. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. And the Bills are going to recover. So he needed it to travel 10. It did not, and it's an automatic penalty. And they'll start this drive with very good field position. They'll pitch it out to McCoy. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Whenever I go to a team's practice facility and watch them work, I love to watch the defensive guys in what they call pursuit drills. The ball goes either towards them or away from them. How fast will they respond? On this play, the defensive end responded better than anyone and made a really nice play.
On 2nd down, here's Taylor. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. He was looking for Charles Clay as tight end, and it's 3rd down.
Even in today's NFL, when we think of the tight end position now as really a glorified wide receiver, we're still asking a lot of those guys. They have to block as well, and every now and then, they don't come down with the football. A nickel look by Seattle on 3rd down.
Yep, 5 defensive backs now. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a 4th down. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Looks like the offense is going to take another shot here. They're going on 4th and 13. Here we go. They'll try and throw for it with Taylor. And this is incomplete. Well, to switch gears, the trade deadline looming, and New England and Cleveland got in on the act as the Patriots shipped Jamie Collins, the linebacker, to the Browns.
I have to admit that for me, this is a major league shocker because of the way Jamie Collins adapted and fit into the defense in New England. They used him all over the place. There were even plays where it looked like he would line up at safety in certain situations, let alone play linebacker and chase plays down. He's going to Cleveland. That'll help the Browns instantly with his versatility.
It's a gain of 7, and it'll be a 2nd down. So they complete the pass, and now they face a 2nd down. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. The Bills getting set to go. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to give a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. Here we go. Here's Taylor to throw. He's going to get get this one out to his fullback. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and it'll be 3rd down. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. They move, and they know it affects the defense, because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary, and I think you're exactly right. Wasn't his primary target. Found a secondary guy who sprang open, probably because of his movement out of the pocket.
4th down, here's Taylor. And that's caught left side, it's Woods. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down.
We always hear about guys wanting to make plays that quiet a crowd. Yeah, after that one.
Here in the 3rd quarter, they were hoping to get the stop, get the football back. Not the case.
What a completion on a 4th down play.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Let's go!
Now Taylor to throw on 2nd down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. And the offense in that middle ground here on 3rd down. 5 yards to go. Now Taylor. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he will have the 1st down before he's tackled at the 12. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a 1st down.
Defense showing blitz. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Out of the gun, it's Taylor. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get him to 4th down.
Well, he did almost everything right. Excellent coverage, breaks on the football, just unable to haul it in and take it the other way, so he dropped an interception. The key for him now, don't dwell on it, just move on to the next play.
So a bullet dodge there defensively. They surrender excellent field position on the kick return, but it winds up not costing them a thing.
And that's a tough sequence of events from an offensive perspective. The inability to get 1st downs leads to the field goal try. And the inability to cash that in leads to nothing on the scoreboard.
And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. Second and 10. It's Wilson again. And to the left side here, Wilson. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. A gain of 4 on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. On 3rd down, Wilson. And incomplete here on 3rd down. The tight end, Luke Wilson, was the target, and that'll bring up a 4th down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Here we go. It's Wilson on 4th down. Eluding the pressure right. He can run. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And some room to roam now. And it's a tremendous return as they finally get him at about the 10-yard line. And they're going to come up empty here on 4th down. And the Bills offense comes out ready to take over. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. LaShawn McCoy, a 10-yard touchdown run. And the Bills use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. So they're going to go for 2. Taylor going to throw. And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the 4th. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Tyler Lockett now with the return. And this does not end well as he's going to be out of bounds here at his own 5-yard line. And Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Now, if they're out there, we'll see if they can pick those things back up. Wilson on 1st down. It's caught on the left side by Kurz. No gain, and it's 2nd down.
Pass complete, but no gain.
No yards.
Yeah.
So you file that as unsuccessful.
Yeah, you do, don't you? Except on the stats, throwing the ball.
Get a completion.
You get a catch.
Yeah.
But still, no yardage. Okay.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. And now they're in the hurry-up. They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. And it's incomplete. Kristen Michael was the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Very difficult night for the guys on offense. They've got to be looking at each other in the huddle and on the sidelines. How are we going to find some open space to complete a pass and find open room to run? This defense all night long has squeezed down the passing lanes, made plays on the football. It's really been a thing of beauty for them. He's got to figure, all day long prepping for the game, they had to have talked about it again and again. Squeeze passing lanes, and we'll be in great shape.
Here's Wilson to throw. And able to find Graham, complete. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
Well, the advantage has certainly shifted to the defense as we began that 3rd down play, and they found a way to foil it and pick up a 1st down.
3rd time's a charm, right? 2 incompletions. Had to have it on 3rd, and they got it.
Yeah, they stuck with it, weren't daunted at all, and picked it up. And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was
Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And the offense is able to pounce on it inside the 5-yard line. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Now Wilson on 2nd down. That's caught at the 3. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Tyler Lockett from 3 yards out. And the Seahawks are able to close the gap just a bit. Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. And no, it falls incomplete. So the 2-point conversion, no good. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. Short kick here, fielded about the 17. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they got to have great confidence having scored the last time out. It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
Well, now they'll try the end around. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. It'll be a gain of 11, and that's going to make it 4th down. Well, partner, there's something special about a game in the snow. Just always fun in these elements, although a little chillier up here in the open-air booth. The only thing that's not fun is that we got that our flight was canceled tonight, but we'll deal with that later. It was really a fun game to watch, though.
It was, and there is something special about games played in the snow because the element of surprise really kicks in. You don't know how they're going to handle the ball, if someone's going to make a dramatic play just out of nowhere, and all of a sudden it just changes the course of things. But a big shout out to our crew to make sure that we were comfortable up here, as comfortable as one could be. In these elements, they took care of us and made sure we were dressed properly.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say good night from Silicon Valley.
Says it's gonna rain. The worrying girls won't change a thing. Yeah, we still got plans tonight. We're gonna kick it, that's a given, baby, rain and shine. Leave your Sunday best at home. Be the last time you wear what you got on. Bikini top, cut off jeans. Baby girl, you know you looking mean. She said, how we gonna make it through the mud hole? Won't you think you got swampers on my truck phone? It's about to get done in the dirty south. I'm about to show you what it's all about. But don't worry, it's a rowdy crowd. We ain't scared, we're still throwing down. We gonna tap, light that fire.
Oh, a tough decision on their hands now. And this early on, it's one you can't afford to get wrong.
It's about to get done. Watching that red clay turn to mud. Sling it up, slap past the doors like a new paint job on a 4x4. Girl, you're gonna have a good old time. Can't let a little bit of rain change your mind. Let your hair down, kick off in boots. For once in your life, let yourself cut loose. Gonna get money from head to toe, clean it off. Living in a swimming hole.
Boy, you talk about a friendly turn of the cards. This is a great round for these guys as they get themselves a dynamic player right here. We've seen one Detroit Lion be selected so far. Could another be far behind? This is a pretty telling pick here. Do you go for a big bruiser up front or get yourself someone who could be a difference maker at a skill position?
Muddy water, let me hear you say.
In these middle rounds, you have to start asking yourself, do you settle for what's available now or do you try and push your luck? Where to now? Do you get yourself a big brute for the trenches or someone who can really help you out at a playmaker type spot? These are the rounds you love to see. Some big names to choose from here. Oh, and that's a key upgrade right there. He's versatile, athletic, and a big upgrade over what they had.
Nasty.
One thing's for sure in this round, you're going to walk away with a great player no matter which way you go. Still a few holes on this roster and not a lot of time left to do anything about it. Well, not too tough to see into the thought process of that pick. Options here on both sides of the football. It's pretty much of a coin flip if you ask me. I'm not sure that this selection is going to provide a huge punch, but he's at least a guy that does have some upside. Boy, it's finger-crossing time now. With the end in sight and a few more holes to fill, you've got to be hoping that there's still a gem or two that becomes available. And now, which side of the football will they address here? Some interesting options either way. Oh, no need to worry about this guy. Just plug him right into the starting role, and he'll be a massive upgrade.
your inhibitions. Let the beast in you just get loose. We all young, wild, and different. We can all get lit from a little. I know you're terrified about what the future lies, but there's no compromising. It's my way or the highway. We all just slave the lust, hard building, breaking trust. Don't get wild when we come out, like don't get loud when the come out. That's instant. Give up with your friends thing. Tell they bougie, go wait in line. Real rap, tell them break your neck, gon' bust around. Blow one down, pass it around. Hey, what with me now? We running well. Hey, and nobody getting, we on the town. Hey, never come down, I never come down. Lose it. I might lose it. Lose it. I might lose it. Everybody got guilty pleasures. Mine just tend to catch me cases. Handcuffs, police inspections, lawyers, judges, allegations. Turn on your favorite station. You hear the same old song. I feel like dog, I'm about to drop the bomb. Blow one down, pass it around. Hey, what with me now? We running.
All right, Larry, thank you. It is indeed time for a draft champions matchup and what is set to be a great draft champions matchup. In the booth, I'm Brandon Gaudin with Charles Davis, and these guys should have a huge impact on the outcome of this game. They're ready to roll. We're ready to roll. Let's roll. And it's the birth of a new club as we're underway in draft champions. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Breeze now on first down. And incomplete to open things up. The tight end, Gary Barnidge, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down. So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store.
Let's give some credit to the defensive guys on that play. Able to bat that one away. Sure looked like they were trying to hit the corner route.
They'll set up the screen for Freeman. And he's brought down. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
All right, no humor in this one in terms of laughing at the defense. But if you're the offensive play caller right now, you've got to have a big grin on your face. You look at your play sheet. Every play you look at is blowing at you. It's almost a neon saying, call me, because you're getting big chunks of yardage no matter what you're dialing up. The balance is really, really good. Pass it for big yards, run it for big yards. Either way, he's got to like what he's doing.
So 2nd and 9, the defense looking to put them in a bad spot here. Now Breeze throwing on 2nd down. It's caught. It's Barnidge over the middle. And he goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. So they're operating in the red zone.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they've got in him.
They really do, and it reminds me of what one great tight end told me once. He told his quarterback, just make sure you throw it up there. You know, kind of like put up in the top shelf where the kids can't get it.
On 2nd down, here's Breeze. This will be caught at the 2. And out of bounds, just shy of the end zone at the 1.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. There's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball.
Exactly right. You have a guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
They'll run for it with Anderson. And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. C.J. Anderson taking it in. And the Chiefs take it right down and score on the opening drive. And his kick is good to make it 7-0 KC. Now it's Novak on. He'll send this one away following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. One man in the backfield, Elliott, and he'll get it up the middle. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
Second down following the run. Time running out here on the play clock. Play clock hit 0. Don't know what went wrong there, Charles, but it's going to cost them 5 yards.
Has to be some organization from the sideline. Sometimes when you're trying to decide on what play to send in, the play caller has to move a little bit faster.
After the penalty, it's Elliott. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third.
Brad, wasn't that long ago that the guy playing that spot was an outside linebacker type of a guy. Now, as a defensive end, how about the speed that he used to get into the backfield and make the play?
And he's got Snead. And he's able to get this one up to the 45-yard line. Nice completion there for Andy Dalton. Charles, you worked some of his games when he was at TCU. Now you've worked his games in the NFL. What progression have you seen?
I've seen a guy who took over as a freshman in college and got better and better each year. Always added a little bit more to his game, gets stronger. But the best part about him is he's always been accurate.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. It's second down, and the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he will be brought down, but he's got the interception on the final play of this first quarter. Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch, counter punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
Let's see if they dial it up this drive. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. On 1st and 10, here's Breeze. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team. Tremendous coverage there. Just did not catch the football and complete the interception. But what do they say all the time? If he had really good hands, he'd be playing offense.
And he finds Barnage. He's got it. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
Okay, when the big guy runs a corner route, you're asking a lot no matter who's covering him. Doesn't matter whether it's a linebacker or a defensive back. He usually has the advantage because of his body type.
Throwing on first down is Breeze. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Earl Mitchell, he's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Breeze to throw on second down. This will be caught at the 2. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Cole Beasley, 28 yards. And the Chiefs add on to their lead.
Now that touchdown won't allow you to totally relax, but you can breathe a little easier now. Just increased their lead.
And this is no good. Missed the PAT, so they fail to connect, and this remains a 13-0 game. Now it's Novak on. He'll send this one away following the touchdown. So bad mistake there by the kickers. The ball goes out of bounds. Here's the option going right. And now on the pitch, the ball's loose. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And now here comes Kansas City. He had the option there, decided to keep it, exposed himself and fumbled it.
Yeah, and you worry about the hits he's going to take in that situation. In this case, not only does he take the hit, he coughs the ball up, as you noted.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And he's brought down. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers. And they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
Freeman again, a first down carry. And he's brought down. 18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal.
Whenever we meet with coaches and they always talk about wanting to establish running the football, it's oftentimes with a good tight end who can control the line of scrimmage and the point of attack, and they're becoming harder to find because the colleges are giving us a whole lot of receiving tight ends, former wide receivers who can run, not necessarily block very well. In this case, though, we saw 2 tight ends on the field, both of them with the ability to block, and he ran the ball successfully behind that power set. To me, that's a terrific run on 1st and goal at the 3. They got 2 yards. I'd line right back up and give it to him again.
They come out here in the eye. Breeze going to sneak it. And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Drew Brees with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Chiefs are able to grow their lead. And he's got it up and through. Uh-oh, flag comes out here. This is going to be roughing the kicker.
When you're going back there on the kick block, you've got to go to the right point. That didn't happen. Ran into the kicker. The penalty flag had to come out.
Now it's Novak on. He'll send this one away following the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, pump the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
first and 10 for Dalton. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up second. So the defense has put them in a tough spot. It's second and long. Brown, the lone receiver, left. Second down, Dalton. And the hit jarred loose. It's incomplete. That one was intended for John Brown. And it's third down. And the offense looks to pick up the first here on third after that incompletion. Third and long. What will Dalton dial up? A bullet throw, but incomplete. Trying to get it to Willie Snead there. And fourth down coming up. Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively and then just continued there with that incompletion.
And definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now. They made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
Dancing to his left. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. It's a pickup of 19 yards on the play. And on fourth and long, somehow they're able to keep the drive going.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
Helfet has it on the right side. And he's brought down. 13 yards there on the pickup, and it's good enough for an Arizona first.
Coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
That hits your tight end. Let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they? Pardon, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This from 25 yards out. And the kick for the 41-year-old is up and good. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down to Orlando, where Larry Ridley has our EA Sports halftime report. Larry, so both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. In trouble, and the ball's out. It's in the end zone loose. And what else could go wrong at this point? This is going to be a defensive touchdown as they keep piling it on. So they get the 1-score kickoff, get a fumble, take it right back to the house. 2 quick touchdowns within a matter of about 10 seconds on the game clock.
It's like a big 1-2 punch that may lead to a knockout.
No back out now to kick this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for him. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Carl Klug in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. And now here comes Kansas City. And a great spot to start this drive from here. Breeze now on first down. And Barnage has it on the right side. And now a fumble. The ball's out. I'll call it luck or skill, whatever the case is. They're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. They don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you maintain possession, that's all you're looking for.
No gain on the play. It'll be second down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
On second down, Freeman. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a first and goal.
And that run was what a lot of people call an explosive run. Gave them good yardage, solid yardage. They feel good about the whole thing, and they did it behind a 2 tight end set. It's always interesting to watch what offenses want to do with the 2 tight ends. Sometimes they line them up together for a power set. Sometimes they put one on each side of the line of scrimmage to balance things out. No matter what, though, when you see 2 tight ends on the field, your first thought is to think run. In this case, the offense is able to run successfully.
And that play's not going to get him in as he stopped right at about the line of scrimmage. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down. They'll look to run with Freeman. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
And that loss of yards there is not just on him. It's on the guys blocking for it. I mean, they're supposed to create some type of space or at least get a...
Now, whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this third quarter. Now on 4th down, Jack Del Rio's going to send on the field goal unit. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost, and that will extend their lead even further. So a little fortunate there because that one was definitely leaking right.
Without a doubt, maybe about the width of a football or so inside that right upright. But he got it to go.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
On the ground, Rodgers. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. So Dalton now. On the left side, this is Stills. And they'll get 14 yards out of it and a fresh set of downs.
That was a nice completion on an out route, and those types of plays are the result of arm strength by the quarterback and timing by the receiver.
They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Wide open receiver complete, and he's brought down. They gave him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains. They're going to hurry back to the line now. They'll try a little trickery here on the end around. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Back now at Lambeau. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4.
Zebra!
Check 24. Watch 24.
Dalton throwing on 2nd down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Deion Sims is tight end, the intended target. And it'll bring up 3rd down. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. Third down from the gun, Dalton. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jason McCourty. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Out now the Chiefs offensive unit ready to do battle again. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Second down, 9 yards to go.
Hey, kill.
Freeman again. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4. 3rd down and 4.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. You'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
Now Breeze. It's caught on the right side at Smith. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a 1st down. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the 1st. Looking sideline, incomplete. Torrey Smith, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. And they'll send the slot in motion left. Here's Breeze to throw. Cole Beasley, the intended target. And that'll make it 3rd down. Defense has set themselves up nicely. 3rd and 10 now.
After watching him drop that slant, I can hear my old coach's voice ringing in my ears right now. You can't run with the ball until you catch it, trying to get those rack yards before he secured it. I wouldn't be shocked at all right now if there's a look of surprise on the big fella's face because he had the route that he wanted, running the corner, and usually he's able to use his body and catch the football, but a really nice play by the defenders, able to knock it away.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Breeze to throw for it on 4th. Looking for Decker, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-round pick, Demarius Randall. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. And the Cardinals getting set to trot out there now. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. One man in the backfield, Elliott. From midfield here, Dalton. He's going to let it fly. That's caught inside the 20. Time for a break. This one, all over but the shouting. We'll finish it after this. And now a 1st down following that long gain. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Ezekiel Elliott, a 16-yard touchdown run. And the Cardinals turning that interception into a touchdown. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And he takes off with it. It's a fake. And Cooper Helfet with it over the middle. And he is not going to get in here. So the decision to go for 2 does not pay off as they're unable to cut any further into their deficit. After the touchdown, it's Dawson on to kick it away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. And out come the Chiefs now. They have the big lead here late. They protected their home turf well, didn't they?
They certainly did, partner. And just think about how good that feels, because every team has a goal when they start the year to win at home. All right, and sometimes you don't win all of them, but they managed to get that done today. Just think about your routine stays the same. Everything's familiar. You feel right going into the game, and they translated that into a win.
They did indeed. They protected the home field, and now the final stages. Freeman, the lone man in the backfield. To throw, it's Breeze. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. A big play there for King. AC, 41 yards. So the offense has it 1st and 10. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Breeze going to throw here. On the move to his left. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Eric Decker was the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down. 2nd down now after the incompletion. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Here's Breeze. And this is caught at the 8. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. In the red zone this time.
And when an offense is doing a nice job selling the play-action pass, a lot of responsibility shifts to the linebackers. They're the ones that have to determine run or pass and get to the proper places on the field.
Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
2nd and goal to go now. Again, it'll be Freeman. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal. Now here's a timeout defensively coming from the Cardinals. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. From the 3-yard line again, they'll try and punch it in here on 3rd and goal. They'll try and run. Freeman. And now the Cardinals going to use another timeout. That'll be their 2nd, so 1 more chance to stop the clock here, and we'll be back. I guess not content to get another 3 here late. They'll try to add 6 more as they go on 4th and goal. They'll run it. Freeman hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And the Cardinals have got it going the other way. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Offense still needing 10 yards. 2nd down. They'll throw again from their own end zone. And got his man complete. Well, partner, even though my phone alarm failed me this morning and I missed our AM workout, we still made it through this thing together.